What is going on, guys? My name is LittleMarMan. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos. Of course, everything you need to know about zombies, the one series on YouTube where we go totally in depth on the zombie storyline. Literally the only one where we cover every single thing. So do suggest anything you want me to cover, and of course check back to the playlist on my YouTube channel. There will be a link to it in the description below, and that basically covers all we've done so far and all you guys have suggested. So once again, if you have any suggestions, do suggest them below, and any questions regarding this topic, do not hesitate to comment them below. Also, today we are talking about Stuhlinger and Russman from the Transit crew. We did cover the Transit crew as a whole, like their whole journey together, but we didn't really cover the individual characters in the background. So that's what we're going to be doing in this episode. Like we did last episode, we did Misty and Marlton, we did them too. So in this episode, we're doing Stuhlinger and Russman. So let's get into it. Just mentioning it one more time, these two guys are from the Transit crew, which we obviously started playing with in Black Ops 1. So yeah, we'll kick it off with Stuhlinger. Now, Samuel J. Stuhlinger is incredibly paranoid and seems to be like quite the conspiracy theorist. He is frustrated with the lack of explanations, like with all the events that are happening. He's pissed off that he can't like make out what it is, and nobody really knows what's causing it, because remember, these don't know what's going on the moon with Richtofen and his crew. But yeah, he sort of blames it on aliens and government cover-ups, and he makes up his own theories just to know, like to know himself that he thinks he's right. So yes, he does like knowing that he's right even though he's wrong, if that makes sense. But yeah, sort of due to his past, like we all know that he did eat zombie flesh, which is a bit weird, yes, but we'll explain a bit more why in a minute. But yeah, he sort of like, he gets paranoid as well, because he's trying to hide that from the rest of the crew, because they don't really know until it's sort of buried. They sort of figure it out. So yeah, after the destruction of Earth, Stuhlinger was one of the very few survivors left from the missile launch, and took shelter in a survival group called the Flesh, who claimed that eating the flesh of the zombies was the only way to survive in this new chaotic world. This act of cannibalism granted Stuhlinger the ability to hear voices within the Aether. However, the contact with the infected flesh gave him symptoms of the zombie virus as well. So due to unknown reasons, Stuhlinger got out of there. Got out of that group, and he met Russman along the way, and the two commandeered a robotic bus, and which is obviously the bus from Transit, as you know already. And then they sort of meet up with Misty and Marlton. They sort of save them from a horde of zombies, and that's sort of how the crew comes together. So it's all sort of Stuhlinger once he meets up with Russman. So how did Russman get there, and who is Russman? Russman was formerly an agent from Broken Arrow before an outbreak of the zombies at the facility, which was either mistakenly or intentionally caused by other members of Broken Arrow and possibly himself, because remember, he doesn't even remember most of his past, because he has sort of a touch of Alzheimer's that comes and goes a lot. So this outbreak was connected to the larger global zombie pandemic that followed Richtofen's grand scheme. Around the time of the outbreak, he became homeless and began to travel around the world, and at some point he met Stuhlinger, and sort of them two once again commandeered a robotic bus, and then met up with Misty and Marlton. Now, just a bit on Russman's personality. Russman absolutely despises Marlton, and he sort of pities Samuel and often gives him support as well, but he occasionally blames him when he runs out of ammunition. He doesn't really like Misty, and like, to summarize it, he wouldn't have much respect for her at all. Russman also appears to be fond of explosives, particularly the war machine, and he sort of has a high love for sniper rifles, you could say. But that is pretty much it, and all the information we really have for these two characters. And just probably questions going through your head is, who is Broken Arrow? That is a big sort of conspiracy in the zombie storyline, and unfortunately that is one question I cannot answer. I have to wait until further evidence is released, and hopefully we can get something in Black Ops 3. Maybe they followed the work of Group 935. Nothing is really else said, other than it's said in the sort of a diarized Easter egg, but that's about it. It's just some guy on an intercom saying that there's an outbreak at the facility. That is pretty much it. That is pretty much all we have regarding Broken Arrow. That, like, a lot of people are sort of freaking out over that, but that is pretty much it, and all the information we have on Stuhlinger and Russman. Guys, I hope you all learned something. I hope you all enjoyed, and once again, I hope you all have an amazing day. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.